So, we need to talk about showing, not just telling, in your writing, and using good descriptive language to really paint a picture for your reader, because that's what really makes writing great. So, let's look at a couple of examples here. So, here's one paragraph that is similar to how probably many of you might write. There are a few exceptions, but many of you, if I asked you to tell me about your family pet, would write something like this. I have a dog named Ellie. She is black. She has a white patch on her chest. She is kind of big dog, but she is not scary. She loves most people, but she is protective. She likes to play. Which one has some grammar mistakes that maybe were not checked through thoroughly, which often happens. We write as quickly as we can just to get those thoughts out. And it's natural to make mistakes while you write, but you have to go back and check for those mistakes. Then also, it is a lot of short, choppy sentences. There's a she is black. She has a white patch on her chest. She is kind of big. That kind of stuff. It's she over and over and over instead of having some sentence variety and really painting a picture. So if I asked you to describe this dog, you probably could. She's kind of a big black dog with a white patch on her chest, but she's not scary, but she's protective and she plays. And that's all you really could tell. But you might not be able to paint a picture in your head of what she looks like. Contrary to that is the same type of thing that's going to give you more detail, but also includes things like figurative language to help really paint that picture and compare things for you. So it says, I have a German Shepherd and Border Collie mix named Ellie. Ellie is a sleek black, so dark that you often don't see her at night, save for the one white patch on her chest in the perfect shape of a cross. Ellie is just a few years old, so she bounds around the house as a playful puppy should, but she is not graceful. In fact, she was named because she sounds like a herd of elephants running through the house. She is a lovable goofball. She is always smiling and she never meets a stranger. So notice, first of all, instead of saying, I have a dog named Ellie, it specifically tells you what breed of dog. So now you can get a little bit better picture. This isn't a dachshund or a husky or anything like that. This is what the dog would look like. And if you know what those dogs look like, you can kind of get a picture. Then it says she's sleek black, so dark that you don't see her at night. So now I get an idea that this isn't just a dark dog, but it's completely black. But it does have one white patch on the shape on her chest in the shape of a cross. She's a few years old, so I get the idea that she still has kind of that puppy look about her. Very playful, but not graceful. Graceful would be like a ballerina, or like if you've ever seen like a gazelle running through the Serengeti on TV or something. It's like this fluid, beautiful motion. And graceful would just be flopping around, acting a fool. And so it says, in fact, she was named because she sounds like a herd of elephants running through the house. There's our simile, right? So we've added some figurative language to help paint this picture. Now I get this idea of this thing that kind of sounds like clunk, 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 clunk as they go running through the house. She's a lovable goofball, so she sounds kind of silly, and again, not graceful. And she's always smiling and never meets a stranger. So this gives us far more detail than this without being a whole lot longer. And this really shows us more about the dog than this one, which is just kind of telling us some information. So now let's see if we're right. This is Ellie. She's all black, except for a white patch in the shape of a cross on her chest. And you can tell here, she's smiling. She kind of has a goofball look about her. But let's check. None of this shows us if she's graceful or elegant. So let's check that as well. Slow motion video. Smacked in the face on the way down, too. Clearly, a graceful and elegant dog in every sense of the word. So you can show something through your writing as well, instead of just telling. And that's how you can add more description and really enhance your writing.